Continuing from the previous chapter, Xiao Yan's Emperor-grade pill had attracted terrifying pill thunder and profound demon thunder. Even the golden demon puppet couldn't withstand the refining thunder that accompanied the pill. As his hand seals shifted, another massive energy handprint materialized, colliding fiercely with the remnants of the black, profound demon thunder. In an explosive crack of thunder, both were annihilated simultaneously. On the pavilion atop the Yu family courtyard, countless onlookers stared in stunned silence at Xiao Yan, who had forcibly shattered 2 bolts of lightning. Amid their daze, an uncontrollable excitement welled up within them. How was it that this thundercloud, typically feared by alchemists, seemed so feeble in this young man's hands? Boom! 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 2 more bolts of black, profound demon thunder were shattered by Xiao Yan in quick succession. The dark clouds above seemed to grow even more enraged. Countless black flashes flickered as bolts of lightning, like black pythons, broke free from the cloud's constraints, descending ferociously toward Xiao Yan atop the wooden house. As the dense black, profound demon thunder rained down from the heavens, a flicker of fervor crossed Xiao Yan's eyes. The experiences of these years had forged a calm demeanor in him, but perhaps because he would soon be leaving, he now appeared exceptionally wild. And one had to admit, this was the first time Xiao Yan displayed a strength and confidence truly befitting his age. Milky white flames surged around Xiao Yan's body as he threw his head back in a wild laugh. His laughter, like thunder, echoed through the entire Yu family courtyard. With a fierce wave of his sleeve, massive, wide pillars of dou qi burst forth from his body, charging fearlessly toward the overwhelming black, profound demon thunder. Bang! 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 Deafening thunder exploded in the sky, one after another, causing the very space of this world to tremble with each burst. In the sky, the black, profound demon thunder descended in a doomsday-like spectacle, instilling a deep-seated fear that seemed to emanate from the depths of one's soul. Atop the wooden house, after clashing head-on with dozens of bolts of black, profound demon thunder, Xiao Yan's face gradually turned pale, and even a trace of blood appeared at the corner of his mouth. Despite this, the fervor in his eyes showed no signs of waning. No, the profound demon thunder is still too strong. It needs to be weakened a bit more, Xiao Yan muttered under his breath. The numbing power of the thunder coursed rapidly through his meridians, causing a sense of fatigue to wash over his body. He was slowly losing ground in his resistance. Xiao Yan's resistance waned, but the pill thunder only grew more intense. It seemed as though the lightning was relentless, vowing never to cease until the pill was completely destroyed. Boom! A black lightning bolt, half a meter wide, shot out from the dark clouds once more, illuminating the heavens and earth. Feeling the sheer force of this black, profound demon thunder, Yu and Yu Ru's expressions changed slightly. Just as they were about to intervene with their formidable dou qi, a burst of laughter came from atop the wooden house. Please hold back, elders. I still have use for this thunder, Xiao Yan hurriedly called out to stop them. After all the effort put into weakening the profound demon thunder, he couldn't let it go to waste. The power of heaven and earth is truly beyond comprehension. But it should be time. Golden demon puppet appear. No sooner had Xiao Yan finished speaking to Yu and Yu Ru than a vaguely golden figure appeared out of thin air in front of him. The figure's golden fist clenched and, without any flourish, punched forward. As the fist struck, the terrifying, profound demon thunder seemed to be drawn to the golden demon puppet's fist, as if it had a magnetic pull. The entire area fell into a dead silence, and a sea of shocked gazes instantly froze. This puppet can actually absorb the power of thunder. And this is the profound demon thunder, not some ordinary pill thunder. Xiao Yan shook his head slightly and immediately commanded the golden demon puppet to absorb the power of the thunder. The profound demon thunder now lacked its earlier overwhelming momentum, but there was still a substantial amount remaining. For the golden demon puppet, this weakened profound demon thunder was a rare and valuable resource. If these weaker bolts were absorbed, could it possibly reach the level that his master, the Golden Dragon King, had mentioned? A puppet comparable to a 5-star Do D. With that thought, Xiao Yan sat cross-legged atop the wooden house, carefully observing the golden demon puppet as it absorbed the profound demon thunder. Under Xiao Yan's mental control, the golden demon puppet halted, looking up at a black lightning bolt above. Slowly, it extended its palm. As if provoked by this action, the black demon thunder didn't retreat. Instead, it fiercely lashed out at the puppet's arm. The moment the black demon thunder made contact with the golden demon puppet's arm, a strange suction force erupted from the puppet's slightly golden body, pulling the black lightning directly into itself. Hiss! 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 As the black demon thunder was forcefully dragged into its body, the golden demon puppet's hair stood on end like a hedgehog's spines, as a circle of black lightning continuously crackled and danced around its body. The strange sound of crackling and buzzing was incessant, with threads of thunderous energy running along its surface, creating a distinctly jarring noise. Xiao Yan watched intently as the golden demon puppet was enveloped in the black electric arcs. A moment later, a hint of delight appeared in his eyes. He could sense that the previously ferocious energy of the profound demon thunder, after rampaging wildly inside the puppet, was finally beginning to merge into its body. The violent energy was gradually nourishing the puppet's muscles, continuously refining its bones. As expected, the profound demon thunder had been weakened by his earlier attacks. The remaining energy not only failed to destroy the golden demon puppet, but actually benefited it. Under this refining process, the puppet's initially golden body began to take on a deeper hue. Its muscles twitched, exuding a powerful, almost tangible sense of strength. Not bad. Bolts of profound demon thunder energy poured down from the thunderclouds above, eventually all being absorbed by the golden demon puppet. As the puppet slowly absorbed this energy, Xiao Yan couldn't help but feel a surge of joy. Xiao Yan knew that when the slightly golden hue of the puppet's body fully transformed, it would signify the puppet's evolution. A true evolution into a puppet capable of rivaling a 5-star Do D. Young friend Xiao Yan is truly surprising. I never expected him to possess such a valuable puppet, the third elder remarked. It seems we worried for nothing. Yu laughed. Just moments earlier, he had been ready to intervene, but Xiao Yan's words made him place his trust in the young man. Now, it seemed Xiao Yan wasn't merely bluffing. He truly had some remarkable abilities. As long as he's all right, Yu sighed in relief. The pill refining is nearly complete. Now we just need to wait for the pill thunder to dissipate, and then the task will be accomplished. Xiao Yan also smiled. Though the process had been fraught with twists and turns, it seemed success was within reach. As time ticked by, Xiao Yan watched the gradually shrinking thunderclouds in the sky and the increasingly concentrated golden glow on the golden demon puppet. He nodded in satisfaction. Boom! 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 As the last traces of the puppet's golden hue fully transformed into a deep gold, the pill thunder also began to fade away. What's that? Xiao Yan, you little brat, I've finally found you. Mulu and his group spotted the figure in the sky, refining a pill. The gray-clothed man beside Mulu spoke with venom in his voice. Above, the raging energy storm continued for more than 10 minutes before gradually subsiding. As the storm dissipated, the collapsing space around it also began to slowly repair itself. Warm sunlight once again poured down from the sky, illuminating the mountain peak. As the storm faded, countless gazes instantly turned toward the sky. There, a young figure stood amidst the air, unharmed by the earlier terrifying energy storm. In the sky, as he sensed the storm fading away, Xiao Yan's tense body slowly relaxed. Clenching his fist, a numb sensation spread from his hand. The power of the profound demon thunder had indeed exceeded his expectations. Reflecting on the recent encounter, Xiao Yan realized that had he not reached the peak strength of a 3-star Do D, leveraging both the power of the heavenly flames and the ancient ruler of heavenly flames, his fate might have been much grimmer. looking at the golden demon puppet in midair, exuding a formidable power. A smile spread across Xiao Yan's face. At last, the refining of his golden demon puppet was complete. So this is the pill thunder summoned by an emperor-grade pill. Truly formidable. Xiao Yan praised it inwardly, though the power of the profound demon thunder was astounding. After his attacks had weakened it, and the golden demon puppet had absorbed it, there wasn't much left. But it was enough to complete the puppet's evolution. Thus, when the final black lightning bolt shot out from the vast thunderclouds, the thick black clouds in the sky slowly began to dissipate. Roar! At the moment the black clouds scattered, the golden demon puppet below suddenly roared to the sky. Its burly body erupted in a blinding golden light, and a tremendous energy wave surged out from within it. Judging by its appearance, there is still some distance to the true peak form of the golden demon puppet. Even so, the current golden demon puppet is strong enough to rival a late-stage 4-star Dodi. Xiao Yan thought as he looked at the puppet, still emitting a terrifying power. Although its golden shine was dazzling, a closer inspection revealed that some parts had not yet fully transformed into gold. However, this was already sufficient. A few more rounds of this, and it might truly reach the level of a genuine golden demon puppet. Having made up his mind, Xiao Yan smacked his lips in satisfaction and promptly stored the puppet into his ring. This would be a trump card for the future. With that settled, Xiao Yan's gaze returned to the cauldron. Inside the fiery red cauldron, a dark red pill seemed almost sentient. As the thunderclouds in the sky dispersed, the remnants of the flames inside the cauldron suddenly transformed into a massive fire dragon, attempting to escape. Boom! As the energy waves controlled by the pill inside the cauldron grew more violent, the enormous fire dragon let out a mournful cry before its massive body exploded amidst the astonished gazes of the onlookers. With the cauldron's explosion, flames shot everywhere. The dark red pill inside the cauldron also managed to break free, attempting to flee in all directions. The moment the fire dragon's body burst apart, a streak of light suddenly shot out from within, swiftly darting toward the horizon, covered by the scattered flames. Trying to run? Just as the streak of light emerged, Xiao Yan laughed loudly. With a swift movement, he appeared like a ghost before the light, reaching out with his hand to grab it. Roar! Faced with Xiao Yan's grasp, the streak of light rapidly expanded, transforming in an instant into a massive, ferocious beast. Its giant claws swept through the air with a fierce whoosh, slamming down toward Xiao Yan. Bang! As fist and claw collided, the ferocious beast let out a miserable howl. Its massive body was sent hurtling backward. Seeing the beast being knocked back, Xiao Yan grinned and swiftly gave chase. Seeing Xiao Yan closing in again, the beast erupted with intense light from within. Its body rapidly shrank, and in the blink of an eye, it transformed into a human figure. As the light faded, Xiao Yan was momentarily stunned, for standing in the sky was another Xiao Yan. Interesting. So this is an emperor-grade pill. It can even take on a human form. Seeing this, Xiao Yan couldn't help but chuckle and shake his head. If he allowed this first-rank emperor-grade pill to escape, who knew what strange things it might become? Of course, more likely, it would be sensed by other powerful figures who would swoop in and swallow it whole. Though an emperor-grade pill had some intelligence, it didn't have the power to truly contend with a strong expert like Xiao Yan. The emperor-grade pill, now in the form of Xiao Yan, was clearly unwilling to be easily absorbed. It roared incessantly at Xiao Yan. Spare me. The pill transformed into a beautiful figure with long silken hair cascading down. Xun'er, Xiao Yan murmured, looking at the pill that had taken on a human shape in the sky. A trace of emotion crossed his face. Yuru was also stunned by this sudden scene in the sky. The emperor-grade pill had actually taken on a human form, but her intuition as a woman told her that the girl the pill had transformed into must have a significant connection to Xiao Yan. Yuru stared up at the girl with long, flowing hair in the sky, feeling a pang of jealousy. Even with her beauty, she couldn't help but feel a bit inferior. This strange turn of events in the sky also drew many curious gazes. Even among the alchemy masters present, it was rare to witness an emperor-grade pill, and to see it take on a human form and speak was nothing short of astounding. Boom! 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 After a brief moment of surprise, Xiao Yan performed the 3,000 thunder movement to its utmost, appearing like a ghost before the Xun'er. He reached out to grab her. Xun'er, wait for me. I will quickly enhance my strength and come looking for you. Xiao Yan murmured to himself, wasting no time as he launched an attack on the Xun'er before him. Xun'er seemed terrified as she looked at Xiao Yan. Just as she was about to escape, she found herself unable to move. Xiao Yan had set up a powerful soul restriction in this area long ago, and the power within her was suddenly weakening. Clearly, Xiao Yan had tampered with the refining flames, and in a flash, she reverted to a dark red pill. The dark red pill emitted a rich fragrance, spreading throughout the air. Then, a young man with a heavy ruler on his back reached out, swiftly capturing the dark red pill into a delicate jade bottle. With this, everyone present understood that the Emperor-grade pill had finally been successfully refined. At the main gate of the Yu family, Mu Lu and the gray-clothed man, smelling the strong fragrance of the pill, slowly raised their heads. Mu Li's pupil shrank tightly as he looked at the figure in the sky and exclaimed, Xiao Yan, good boy, you've led us on quite a chase. This time, I'll settle the score for Wu Huan as well. Before Xiao Yan could respond, the gray-clothed man standing beside Mu Lu hovered in midair, glaring at Xiao Yan, who had just subdued the pill, with a resentful look. Mu Lu was right behind him. His speed was clearly remarkable, keeping up without falling behind in the slightest. Xiao Yan had just subdued the pill, and his internal energy was somewhat unstable. After all, the long process of refining a pill inevitably weakened his strength somewhat. The sudden shout drew his attention, and when he turned to look at the gray-clothed man, he suddenly realized that Mu Lu was right beside him. They actually chased me here. Xiao Yan lightly touched his ring with his fingers. The newly refined golden demon puppet was ready to strike at any moment if the situation went awry. Above the Yu family courtyard, just as the pill thunderclouds had dissipated, a group of people descended, enveloping the area. Among them, the most notable were the bald Mu Lu and a gray-clothed man. Isn't that Mu Lu? Yu Ru, standing beside Yu Yu, exclaimed in surprise. She immediately recognized the bald figure, recalling how Mu Lu had ambushed her when Xiao Yan was at the lake bottom. At this moment, the people above the Yu family courtyard were clearly divided into two factions. On one side, Mu Lu had over a dozen men. On the other side were only Xiao Yan, Yu Yu, and Yu Ru. Leading the Mu family group were two figures, Mu Lu, who appeared to be in his 30s or 40s, and a gray-clothed man, both backed by more than a dozen followers. On the other side stood Yu Yu, a tall and imposing figure. Just by standing there, Yu Yu naturally became the focus of everyone's attention, like a towering pillar supporting the heavens. Even powerful figures like the gray-clothed man and Mu Lu felt a sense of oppression the moment they laid eyes on him. This was the aura of absolute strength. This man was formidable. That was the first impression the gray-clothed man and Mu Lu had of Yu Yu. However, with the man who had humiliated his son standing right in front of him, the gray-clothed man had no choice but to press on. Xiao Yan's figure flickered, and alongside Yu Ru, he moved to Yu Yu's side. Their sudden appearance drew the attention of the dozen or so people led by the gray-clothed man. The gray-clothed man glanced at Xiao Yan and Yu Ru, a look of surprise flashing in his eyes, before he locked his gaze firmly on Xiao Yan. Hand over Xiao Yan, the gray-clothed man shouted at one of the youths. Do you know these people? Yu Yu, seeing these individuals hovering over the Yu family courtyard, grew a bit angry. This was the Yu family's private territory, and the presence of the Mu family people clearly showed a lack of respect. His brows furrowed as he turned to look at Xiao Yan. We've crossed paths a few times, Xiao Yan replied calmly. He had defeated Mu Lu back in the ruins, so now, with his power boosted by the Yin Yang heart, Mu Lu was no longer a match for him. What Xiao Yan hadn't anticipated was that he hadn't finished Mu Lu off back then, leaving him alive, only for today to unfold as it did. First Wu Huan, and now Mu Lu. Were all these so-called prodigies the same type? Xiao Yan, you brat. You injured my son first and stole his crescent jade fruit. Hand over the fruit and apologize to my son, or you won't leave here unscathed today. The gray-clothed man sneered coldly. Though he sensed Xiao Yan's peak 3-star Do-D strength, he considered the youth insignificant compared to his own late-stage 4-star Do-D power. What nonsense! The mighty Mu family patriarch would say such a thing? The crescent jade fruit was obtained by my precious daughter and Xiao Yan. Your son, Mu Lu, took advantage of my daughter's inattention and attacked her. We need to settle this score properly. Yu retorted, standing in mid-air, glaring at the Mu family people who were also hovering above the Yu family courtyard. At this moment, the gray-clothed man removed the hood concealing his face, revealing a visage identical to the bald man from the depths of the demonic beast mountain range. The astute among the crowd immediately recognized him. The gray-clothed man was none other than Mu Lei, the Mu family patriarch, a true late-stage 4-star Do-D. Though the Mu family was not as powerful as the Yu family, they still held a certain status and influence in Wu City. Moreover, it was rumored that the Mu family had close ties with the Wu family, which controlled Wu City, though the exact nature of their cooperation was unclear. Mu Lei looked at Yu Yu's towering figure in midair and couldn't help but feel a tinge of fear. After all, Yu Yu was a genuine 5-star Do-D. Though a 5-star Do-D was only one rank above a 4-star Do-D, in actual combat, this small gap could be as vast as a chasm. 10 4-star Do-Dis might not be able to defeat a single 5-star Do-D. This was Yu Yu's pride. And, of course, he had the strength to back it up. Mu Lei snorted coldly, ignoring Yu Yu's oppressive aura as he fixed a fierce gaze on Xiao Yan. Yu Yu was slightly surprised. What was Mu Lei planning? He had clearly mobilized significant family resources to capture Xiao Yan, but it didn't make sense. Yu Yu knew about Xiao Yan's fight with Mu Lu. Xiao Yan hadn't killed him, so there shouldn't be such deep animosity. Yu Yu's brow furrowed as he recalled how Xiao Yan had severely injured Wu Huan, yet no strong individuals from Wu City had come for revenge. Instead, there was complete silence, which was uncharacteristic of Wu City's vengeful nature. I see. Yu Yu thought, understanding dawning as he looked at the Mu family members before him. Mu family's patriarch lacks discipline. Allow me to teach your son a lesson. Yu Yu sneered, unleashing his powerful aura. Yu Yu was fiercely protective, and knowing that his daughter had been ambushed by the despicable Mu Lu, he was naturally displeased. He needed to teach Mu Lu a lesson and give his daughter a way to vent her anger. On the other hand, Xiao Yan had shown kindness by protecting his daughter and obtaining the crescent jade fruit. For this reason alone, Yu Yu would never hand Xiao Yan over. Swish! Swish! In an instant, Yu Yu's figure, which had just been standing in midair, appeared beside Mu Lu. With a casual grab, the once arrogant Mu Lu was seized. Yu Yu then returned to his original position, as if nothing had happened. Damn it! Yu Yu, you old man! Don't get cocky. Even with his late-stage 4-star Do-D strength, Mu Lei hadn't seen what had just happened. When everything returned to normal, he couldn't help but roar in anger. This question should be mine to ask you. Intruding upon the private domain of my Yu family's territory, not only slandering my daughter, but also demanding we hand over our elder enshrined. How should we handle this according to the Yu family's rules? Yu Yu asked, casually holding Mu Lu with one hand, his eyes fixed intently on Mu Lei and his group. The powerful aura of a 5-star Do-D instantly radiated from him as he spoke with authority. Kill them! The Yu family members in the courtyard responded in unison, their voices powerful and resonant. Hearing the resounding reply, Mu Lei and his men furrowed their brows slightly. After all, this was the Yu family's territory, their home ground, and they couldn't help but lower their stance. The moment time seemed to halt, Mu Lu felt a hand grabbing his collar. The next instant, he was pulled away from where he had been standing beside his father, and suddenly Xiao Yan and the others were right before his eyes. Mu Lu, a coward at heart, knew his mere 3-star Do-D strength was no match for Yu Yu. Though he was filled with fear, he dared not utter a sound, terrified of provoking the Yu family patriarch's displeasure and being smacked to death. Yu Yu, you old scoundrel, don't get too arrogant. Mu Lei realized that his son had been snatched away in an instant and was now in Yu Yu's grasp. He shouted angrily, his body surging with Do Chi, forming a massive Do Chi palm print that struck towards Yu Yu. Oomph! Yu Yu snorted coldly, and the seemingly fearsome Do Chi palm shattered in midair. Ignoring the enraged Mu Lei, he tossed Mu Lu directly to Xiao Yan. Deal with him as you see fit, Yu Yu said calmly. I spared you once before, yet you repay kindness with enmity. Since that's the case, you can't blame me now, Xiao Yan said slowly, looking at the terrified Mu Lu. A milky white flame instantly enveloped Xiao Yan's hand as he prepared to strike Mu Lu. Father, save me! Mu Lu cried out, sensing a wave of death emanating from Xiao Yan's hand. Just as Xiao Yan was about to make his move, a piece of white paper enveloped in fiery, red Do Chi slowly rose from Mu Lei's palm. On the white paper, the single character Wu stood out prominently. Yu Yu, do you recognize this? Mu Lei shouted. A Wu City warrant? Yu Yu's brows furrowed as he looked at the white paper in Mu Lei's hand. When the Wu City warrant is issued, bystanders must withdraw. We are here for Xiao Yan, Mu Lei declared slowly. Damn it, it's actually a Wu Huan warrant? Yu Yu muttered to himself. As the head of the Yu family, he had to consider many things for the family's sake. What is a Wu City warrant? Xiao Yan asked, puzzled. The Wu City warrant, simply put, is a bounty issued by Wu City. Once someone is marked by it, the Wu Huan forces will stop at nothing to hunt them down, no matter where they might flee. Yu Ru explained, her beautiful eyes narrowing slightly. She hadn't expected the people from Wu City to be so unreasonable. Xiao Yan understood, glancing at the white paper in Mu Lei's hand. He released Mu Lu, and his Do Chi began to circulate, preparing for any sudden developments. Xiao Yan knew well that with Wu City's vindictive nature, not killing Wu Huan before had inevitably led to today's situation. Feeling himself released, Mu Lu fled from Xiao Yan's side, as if escaping from a demon, returning to his father's side with a gloating look toward Xiao Yan. The Alchemist Associations by Su shook his head, then turned to look at Xiao Yan in the distance and asked curiously, what's going on with him? As an alchemist, Bai Su's soul sensitivity was much stronger than Yu Yu's, so he could sharply sense that, despite Xiao Yan's considerable Do Chi expenditure during the recent pill refining, his internal Do Chi had suddenly surged again. What's happening? Bai Ruo, sensing something unusual, looked up at the people in the sky. Nothing much. If there's a chance to help, do so. Xiao Yan is young, yet he has such skill and alchemical talent. I don't believe he doesn't have some powerful backing. Bai Su replied casually, though his gaze remained fixed on Xiao Yan's back. With his strength and alchemical skills, Bai Su had sensed the incident when Xiao Yan nearly killed Wu Huan. Now that Xiao Yan was being targeted by the Wu City warrant, things were bound to get troublesome. It was clear that both Bai Su and Yu Yu attributed Xiao Yan's strength, alchemical skills, and possession of rare items like the fire spirit to a powerful force backing him. As Mu Lei's earlier words hung in the air, those who had been watching Xiao Yan refine the Emperor-grade pill fell silent. Their gazes filled with curiosity as they stared at the white paper with the character Wu. Holding the white paper aloft, Mu Lei kept his eyes fixed on Xiao Yan's slender figure, his Do Chi brewing in his palm, ready to act at any moment if Xiao Yan made a move. Above the quiet Yu family courtyard, the atmosphere was tense and eerie. The silence persisted for a while until that figure, standing like a stone statue, finally moved slightly. As he did, Mu Lei's eyes narrowed, and he leaned forward like an eagle about to dive and capture its prey. Patriarch of the Mu family, when Mu Lu and I clashed in the ruins, I defeated him but spared his life. Otherwise, he wouldn't be standing here today. If the Mu family patriarch still bears a grudge over this, then Xiao Yan is willing to settle it today. Xiao Yan's calm voice suddenly broke the silence above the Yu family courtyard, causing Mu Lei's leaning posture to stiffen slightly. Countless gazes in the sky shifted again, but now they were all focused on Mu Lei, clearly anticipating a good show. My son was outmatched. I accept that. But don't think you can play dumb and escape, Xiao Yan. What I speak of has nothing to do with you and my son. Mu Lei, clearly an old fox, was not fooled by Xiao Yan's attempt to change the subject. Then what does the Mu family patriarch mean? Xiao Yan asked calmly. Under the watchful eyes of the crowd, Mu Lei slowly put away the white paper, his gaze sinister as he fixed on Xiao Yan. He said in a deep voice, I wonder if Mr. Xiao Yan has heard about the recent news of my Wu City's young master being killed in a fight within the Ruins mountain range? At Mu Lei's words, a wave of whispers spread through Qing City. Wu Huan held a significant position in Wu City, not only because of his exceptional cultivation talent, but also due to his connections. He was rumored to be the next in line for leadership of Wu City, considering his father was the city lord. It was quite shocking to hear of his demise. Oh, what does the Mu family patriarch mean by this? Xiao Yan remained calm on the surface, but inside, he quickly calculated. Back then, he had nearly killed Wu Huan, but the Soul Clan's intervention saved him. However, he hadn't expected Wu City to use this as a pretext to target him. Our Wu City's law enforcement also conducted a special investigation in the depths of the demonic Beast Mountain range, but the findings were minimal. All we know is that a powerful, mysterious figure appeared and killed Wu Huan. As for details about this mysterious figure, we have little information. But in the area where Wu Huan died, we did find something. We discovered traces of a faint milky white flame. Mu Lei stared intently at Xiao Yan, speaking each word with deliberate emphasis.